Hi everyone, welcome to Hilltop View Journals. Today I'm continuing on day 3 of rachandbellacrafts My Daily Spread Challenge, which is a 30-day creative collaboration designed to encourage gentle and meaningful creativity through junk journaling and paper crafting. Each day Rachel has paired a thoughtful journaling prompt with a simple creative technique or interactive element, and she is encouraging us to slow down, experiment and enjoy the process rather than just relying on that perfect outcome. Today's prompt is things that bring me joy, and the creative element is a pocket with tags. So I've made a pocket that looks like a tag, and I've got a tag in the back there, and I've got a journaling spot here, and I've also got a little journaling card there. So that's what I have done today. I think throughout this collaboration, we're all going to be exploring themes of gratitude, memories, inspiration and creativity, and focusing on personal growth as well. And we're all doing this through creating pages that reflect our own style and story. So although I'm using digital kits, I am bringing my own personal elements and my own touch on things, and I hope that the videos I share with you will help you to do the same as well. So let's get right into it and let's see how I made today's prompt. I'm choosing one of the more bold, shabby pages from rachandbellacrafts kit because I want the pocket to be the focal point really, and then the tags that are going to go in it are just hopefully going to blend. And depending on the size of your journal, it may be different to mine, but I want my pocket to cover quite a bit of the page. So the music paper is just going to be in the background, and I just need to work out the general size of it. I don't know about you, but when I cut bits of paper like this, I forget which orientation they should be in, and I don't know how many times I actually make something that isn't the right way round once I've cut it. So you can just about see the music paper then. So that's going to be the size of the pocket. And we're going to make the pocket shape into a tag. Now I haven't got anything on the back because I don't need anything. I'm just going to fold this because I'll be securing mine to my journal. So there you've got your main shape, and then for the actual pocket part you could use some contrasting paper if you wanted to, depending on the look you're going for. I think I might just carry on and use this paper. I'm going to try and match it up there like that. Well, actually I can't match it up because I know that's not a flower, but I know it's not part of that flower, but I think that'll work like that actually. So what you want to do is you want to leave a bit either side so that you can fold it behind. So if I do it there like that, maybe, yeah, that'll be okay. It doesn't have to be equal. And then you want it so you've got enough of a pocket, and you want it so you can fold underneath as well. Hang on a second. Yeah, so that should be okay. Probably be easier for you guys if I actually measured it, but I'm sure you can work it out once you see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can work it out. And I think this one would be great for a mass make. So I wanted that to match like that-ish. You can put a little notch there if you want to. But basically I'm going to fold it in. And if this was going to be standalone and you had something on the back, then you could actually have something both ways and you could flip it. So that might be a nice idea. Right, so that is those folds. And then I'm going to fold it up. Like that. I'm going to take a piece off there, and then I'm going to just make, I can never do this the other way around. I'm not that clever. It's got a bit skewiff. Let's hope it works. Otherwise I'll be cutting it again. Oh, hang on, the other way around. Come on, Steph. There. And then that will fit neatly on the page like that as a pretty background. So I'm going to ink all around the edges, and then I'm going to stitch just to finish it off. Stitching is completely optional. You do not need to stitch. I will put a little thumb, I think, in here. No, because then I'll lose that. No, I'm going to leave it as is. Yes, as I was saying, stitching is optional. You absolutely do not need to stitch. And these little projects that I'm doing, they will suit any journal size. You just need to work out the dimensions of the journal. Perfect for A5. Okay, so I'm going to go and stitch these two parts and I'll be straight back. There we go. So I've just done some extremely messy stitching all the way around, and I'm going to glue mine on 3 sides so that I will have a pocket there as well. And I'm going to use pre-made items because it just makes the whole process easier. Now I've got here, this is one of Rachel's kits as well. I'm sure she brought this out last year because I made some mini journals from it, and it's one of the sewing kits that she did, I think, for the 100-day project, I'm sure. Could be wrong, but you'll find this on her website, and I'll try and remember to link the name in the description box. So I'm going to use this for my journaling. And so you just want a piece of paper, and I'll tell you what the measurements are of this one, so you get the dimensions. So 21 centimetres by about 8 1/4 by just over 15 centimetres, which is 6 inches. And what you want to do is you want to fold it up in half, then fold it again, and then flip it over, and you want your image on that side. But of course, whichever way you fold it, it doesn't really matter. You just want to put the image on top. So I'm going to use that. So I've just used an image from one of her pages, and then I've just added a really simple cluster of 2 bits of fabric and then a tiny little sort of, I think that's like a lace thing. So I'm going to pop that in there. So you can see now that even though this is all the same, when you pop your items in there, it will then contrast nicely. And depending on the colours, so I want it sort of more beigey, but I think I'm going to end up with a bit more pink because I want to use my items that I've got to hand. So I've got one of my little watercolours. So this is cheap watercolour paper that I've just made into a tiny journaling card, put a sentiment on there, and then just done a doodle and added some fabric in the back there. So welcome joy, I thought that went really well with this prompt because it's all about the things that bring me joy. And then I got some white flowers here, which are going to be a bit delicate, but hey ho. I'm not going to be chucking this around anywhere. So that will go like that. And then in the back, I've got this really scrappy tag, and I just need to put some kind of topper on it. I don't want to go overboard. I could just put this really pretty lace, maybe cut it up a little bit. Just like that there. I'm going to give that a quick stitch. And just to decorate this just a little bit, I'm going to pop the same lace on here. And I will also stitch that in place. There we go, very simple tag. And it's basically offcuts from lots of different kits. And I just backed it with some brown paper. So I could actually do my journaling on the back of that instead of inside there. So that's going to go in there like that. So let's just pop these out. And I'm going to use my Tombow liquid glue. And I would like to put something there as well. I haven't thought about that yet. And the other thing I was thinking about was trying to somehow secure that on there. And I think a little bit of tape would be okay for that. So I'm just going to go and grab some. So this is faux tape, which is basically sellotape covered with alcohol ink. So it's nice and cheap way of getting aged. Now, it would be easier if I did my journaling before doing this, but I can always take that off to journal. So that's there like that. So that's a little bit more secure there. And with the Graphics Fairy, they did actually put a hole there, and they had some lovely ribbon, and I could do that, but honestly with a tag in the back I don't think it's required, because, oh, let me just glue this, because you're going to have that tag in the back anyway. You've got some interest in the back. So I know what I've done is catching because I didn't glue the bottom on. In fact, it's a little bit too big, so I'm going to cut it a little bit. There we go, that fits nicely now. And that is going to go in there. And that is going to go there like that. And then the only thing is to have something there. I'm not too sure. I don't really want to go overboard or something. I think you've got a lot going on there. So I think actually probably a little butterfly or something like that would be really pretty there. How I would find a little butterfly, I don't know, but I could go and have a look. So I've just cut out a little butterfly, and I've got some really messy sort of fabric remnants. So I'm just going to pop those in place. I don't want to add too much bulk to this, and pop some glue. And what I'll probably do to this is add some Nouveau Crystal glaze, or you can use glossy accents. So I will put that on. And let it dry. So pop that like there. And now I need to be patient and let that dry. And I think we're done. So my little butterfly is nice and dry now, and I like how simple it is. It doesn't distract from the overall page. And if I pop this out, I've done my journaling about all the things that bring me joy. There's too many things to actually write about really, but I've just listed the main ones in a little bit of journaling. And that is all that I'm going to do for this page spread today. So just as a recap, we've got the first day's prompt there. I can't actually remember, it's only a couple of days ago and I can't remember what it was now. Hidden journaling, I think it was. And how I feel, yes, how I was feeling at the time. So that's that one. And then yesterday's one was my morning routine, and that's a flip up. And I did some journaling on the back there. I still might come and do something there, but I haven't quite decided yet, so I might come back to that one. And then we've got all the things that bring me joy here today. So I hope you've enjoyed this very quick tutorial, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.